Hey guys, my name is Holly and I am a KOMPAK athlete. We are here today at Box Studios and today I wanted to talk you through things that I've learned from my first prep that I think will help you moving forward. The very first thing I would say is make sure you are ready to prep. And this is something often overlooked because it is so enticing and so attractive on Instagram to see everyone dressed up in sparkly bikinis on stage. It looks so glamorous. But if you don't give yourself the time to build the muscle and to build that shape, when you start to diet down, you start to prep, you're not gonna have anything to show for it and you're just gonna be disappointed. So make sure you put work into your off season at first. Make sure you invest in a good coach, make sure you train hard enough, make sure your nutrition is on point, build that muscle that you need to have so that when you do diet down, you have the shape and you have that structure and that frame that you need to be competitive. So that's the first thing I would say. I didn't give myself enough time. I was only building or training for about a year before I started to compete and start my prep. So I definitely would have given myself more time. If I were to go back in time and start again, I definitely would have given myself more of an off season, more of a chance to build muscle and to get myself in a more competitive position. And the second big thing I would say is make sure you give yourself, again, enough time in a prep. My first prep was only 12 weeks long because I think a couple of years ago, the craze was 12-week prep, and no one ever thought to do a prep any longer. No matter how much body fat you had, it didn't matter. You just had to do a 12-week prep. So realistically, I probably wasn't quite ready come 12 weeks, and I probably could have pushed for another few weeks to get that condition that I needed to be competitive. So I would say give yourself enough time, make sure you have a long enough prep, and then on the back of that, do not marry yourself to a certain show. Don't tell yourself, I have to do X show in 12 weeks time. Be flexible with your show dates. Go when you're ready, when your coach or when you yourself, when you feel like you're ready, you look in condition, you're on point and you're ready to go, then jump into a show. But don't marry yourself to a certain show because you just might not be ready in time and you're just doing it for the sake of it. So they're the two main things that I learned from my first prep. Hope you find that useful, and if you did, let me know.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Hill. I'm a KOMPAK athlete. I'm just going to run through one of the mistakes that I made on my first prep, and that was just a lack of skin prep, whether that means exfoliating or just not ensuring that you had like a good base tan. You can get buffed and an exfoliating mitt that has really long handles so you can sort of reach your back as well. You can get them both on the KOMPAK website. But yeah, honestly, it makes such a difference when I compare shows that I did exfoliate to shows that I didn't. Honestly, night and day.
Hi, I'm Mel and I'm a bikini athlete and also a KOMPAK athlete. And my mistake that I made in my prep was that I did way too many shows and my prep was too long because of this. So in my last season that I just did, I competed in 6 shows and they were all on different weeks. So I did like 5 back-to-back peak weeks. The time between my first show and my last show was like 9 weeks, which is just too long. My body was tired, I didn't look as good. Mentally, I wasn't really in it by the last few shows, and it showed. So that would be my advice. I'd say a maximum like 3 to 4 next time, and make sure they're not too far apart. But yeah, don't make my mistake.
Hi, I'm Phoebe Goodwin and I am a KOMPAK athlete, and my biggest mistake from my first ever prep was that I didn't do my research on the tanning. I let my boyfriend tan me in Dream Tan. I had handprints on my bum, I had smears on my calf. So biggest advice, please make sure you let the professionals do your tanning and you don't let your partner do your tanning.
Hi, I'm Olivia and I am here to kind of talk about what I regret in my first season when I competed. In this season, I don't actually regret anything. Like I nailed my prep, I nailed my water intake, my steps, my training, and I came into the show exactly how I wanted to. The only thing that I massively regret is not doing more than one show. I only did one and I've always walked away from it wishing that I'd done more that first season to truly see what I could have achieved and where I would have fit sooner. So yeah, make sure that you are doing more than one show if that's what you want to do, but I'm just saying you might regret it.